Hello, good morning everyone, Group 7. Welcome to Cultural Lesson. This lesson, the Kingdom of Aksum. We have already taken this before, but many students were absent that time. Alright, now I'll repeat this lesson with an extra part of video to see and to explain more and more for those who were absent and those who were present alike. Alright, I'll read the lesson together with the explanation and try to understand. If you have any questions or so, you can send to me on the email. The Kingdom of Aksum. South of the Sahara, one area in Eastern Africa had a lot of contact with places outside the region. Around 500 BC, people from the southern Arabian Peninsula crossed the Red Sea and settled along the African coast. Alright, so as I told you, Aksum was in what is now Ethiopia, alright, on the Red Sea, south or Eastern Africa, south on the Red Sea, opposite to Yemen and the Arabian Desert or the Arabian Peninsula, what's now Saudi Arabia. So these people came from where? Mainly they came from Arabian Peninsula or the Arabian Desert, crossed the sea and settled on the other side of which is Eastern Africa, that is now Ethiopia. They mixed with the African people in the area and spread inland to the highlands of what is now Ethiopia. There they set up a kingdom around 50 AD. AD means what? After Domini, after the Christ birth. Alright, so about less than 2,000 years ago. The capital of the kingdom was a city called Aksum. Aksumite kings gained control of several seaports along the Red Sea. I told you this is very important. The Red Sea has been and yet still the most important part in Africa and Asia together for trade, because any ships coming from India, China, or from the Atlantic Ocean to go through to the Africa and Asia and on the way to Europe as well, or trade with the other people in that area, they must cross the Red Sea. Crossing the Red Sea is very important for any country that is on the border of the Red Sea. So if the people or country on that part of the crossing point on the Red Sea took control, so it would control the trade routes and so gain a lot of money and become wealthy. And this is what happened to Aksum. Aksumite kings gained control of what? Several seaports along the Red Sea. The busiest was Adulis or say Adulis. Africans brought ivory, gold, incense, animal skins and slaves to Adulis to trade for Mediterranean olive oil, cloth, iron and brass and tools and weapons. So it was Adulis or Adulos, a very important seaport and trading center between Africa and other parts of the world coming from the south and north, Europe and European countries and those parts in the north. So it became very important trade center. This way it will get access to a lot of money and riches. Alright, this is very much logical or understood. Come to the next page. By the way, this is page 352. We are still with 352. This is the other part of the same page. Yes, this part, sorry. I'll try to fix it so as to see well. All this trade soon made Aksum a wealthy city. People from many parts of the world lived there. Aksum became crossroads for many different cultures. This is very much important, as it was a very important trade center. People and traders from different countries come to that area, from north and south together. So they mixed there, and you'll find it of different cultures, different religions, languages, and way of life, and so on. So it were like a pot, or a very mixing pot of people. King Zeus, all right, who ruled Aksum during the 1st century AD, read Greek literature. Many people spoke Greek as well as the local language Ge'ez. So Greek, which was at that time one of the most important civilization, people came and mixed with the people of Africa at that part of the world, and Greek literature was something important and common at the time, together with the language, the local language, which was Ge'ez. Over the next 200 years, Aksum kings took control of the countries known today as Somalia and Djibouti. All right, you know Somalia and Djibouti on the Red Sea. All right, these two small countries were beside this great kingdom, important, rich, and powerful. So it was normal that they tried to control it or dominate them. All right. They also conquered what is now Yemen, on the other side of the Red Sea, Yemen, on the Arabian Peninsula. Controlling these three countries at that time made Aksum a very large and powerful country or kingdom. During the AD 300s, this is a very important and a crucial point of its history. A very important and well-known King Ezana. What did he do? His greatest achievement, two achievements in fact. He led the Aksumite army against the kingdom of what? Of Kush, alright, in the Nile Valley. This warlike king defeated the Kushite and destroyed their capital, Meroe. This is their capital name. Kushite can be, now it is in Sudan, or south of Sudan, alright. In his later years, King Ezana made Aksum a Christian state. This is another achievement. People at that time were worshipping deities or statues or so. But Christianity at that time was the monotheistic religion, or worshipping Allah. Alright? So it was the religion, the heavenly, the divine religion. Ezana believed in Christianity, and he turned into a Christian, and so he made the whole country a Christian state and began to build churches. Soon Aksum became an important center for Christian learning. The end. Aksum lost control of its Red Sea ports in the AD 600s when traders from southwestern Asia took over the region. Alright, so over time Aksum began to lose its seaports, and so became weaker and weaker till other invaders or other people came from Western Asia, Southwestern Asia, and took control of it. Aksum's rulers moved farther from the coast, where they formed the kingdom of Ethiopia. It is now still Ethiopia, the country of Ethiopia, with a kingdom of Ethiopia. All right. So this is the end of our work for today. You can also watch a video or YouTube video. I sent it on another page. This one. This is the link. You can watch this video. All right. You can watch this video to more explain the lesson of Aksum Kingdom. Your homework will be very simply read these two pages again, this 352 and 353, if you have the sheets or the book itself. And I'd like you to write a paragraph as a summary for these points of a few sentences about the Aksum kingdom, the most important points of this kingdom. Thank you. Have a good day. This homework is due, please, by tomorrow. All right, you have today long, and I can start seeing it tomorrow. Thank you.